What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath, y'all. It's early in the morning, 6:19 Eastern Standard Time, coming off the waves of a 33-7 victory, y'all. The man is out. Jay Blazing Gruden is out as head coach of the Washington Redskins. DC can celebrate. Hallelujah. It's sad that a man had to lose his job, but this is part one of a part two of dominoes that needed to fall. And finally, the domino fell 0-5. Dan Snyder said, not again. They left Redskins Park early. They usually sat around, probably getting ready to do a contingency plan. No news on who is going to be the interim head coach. My guess would probably be Bill Callahan, but that would make too much sense. They probably might make somebody like Kevin O'Connell the interim head coach. As for Greg Minuski, I haven't heard anything out of that, but I assume his butt may get fired too, unless Dan Snyder's love obsession with him, not love obsession, but with old Redskins comes through, then maybe he might say, no, I doubt it. No. Who are you kidding? But y'all be happy. Man had to lose his job, but this is what DC's wanted. This is what we've known was going to be happening for a long time. Jay Gruden, after consecutive 7-9 seasons, then 0-5 start this year, he had to go out. Yeah, I agree with you, JD. It's got to be Minuski and then Bruce. Yeah, but the way he left out of there with Dan Snyder makes me have some thoughts about that. But wow, it's not surprising, but it's very surreal for me. This is a guy who, he never really seemed like he wanted to get with the program when he was there, whether it was with Robert Griffin III. Kirk Cousins was his quarterback to begin with, but he was sold the contingency on the fact that he could help build Robert Griffin III. We saw where that went. Come this year, rumors come out that he didn't want Dwayne Haskins. And, that remains to be seen. He's like the playbook. He's not ready. Well, the season's lost now. The season was lost 2 weeks ago. Why don't you just play him? This draft has a lot of quarterbacks coming up in there. You've got Tua, you've got Justin Hubert coming up in there. See what you got, or just treat him like Josh Rosen and get rid of him. That's what you got to do. Kevin Sheehan said the best: if you don't have a playbook that's deep enough for him, then simplify it. Then simplify. Obviously, the way Colt played last night in the 1-6 start that he's been as a starter record that he's had with the Redskins, obviously it's too complicated for him. Obviously, it's too complicated for Case Keenum. Obviously, Kirk Cousins he doesn't do enough. So maybe at the point it's not the quarterback, it's something with you. Now you can go out and smoke all the damn weed you want to, Jay Gruden, hit on all the nice, pretty little girls that you want to now. Guess what? You ain't got to come back. What a lot of people said this might be a conspiracy against him. Knowing Dan Snyder and who he is, yeah, and karma will get him in the butt. But right now, Jay Gruden is gone. Celebrate, y'all. Celebrate. It's a new old day in Washington. This is the first time that Dan Snyder has fired somebody this early in the season. Last time he actually fired somebody in the season was Norv Turner in his last season, fired him with 3 games to go. So I guess they think they're salvageable. Like Bruce Allen will say, we're close to what? The trash pit. I have no idea. But had to get on here this morning, saw that news on the phone. It's early. I only have to be up for another hour, but I decided I'd come on here and talk to you for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think that Dwayne Haskins is the future of the quarterbacks as well too. But like from a strategic standpoint, why not play him? You drafted the 15th overall pick on him. It's your job to get his ass ready. Is he going to have some growing pains? Absolutely. Jay doesn't analyze how he wins. Jay was 35 when he rushes the ball 25 times or more. I don't get why it doesn't. Yeah, I agree with you too. This is probably the biggest thing is, especially a lot of stuff that came out, especially week one, where he disrespected Adrian Peterson. Disrespected him. He had to make a move on special teams. And then that game against Philadelphia, you had a lead against the division leader right now. Who is Philadelphia, the division leader? You had a lead against them going into halftime. Pissed that away. Made no adjustments. None whatsoever. In this game is a game of adjustments. You can't do that. Coordinator Jay, it's awful. And then Dallas, you had another lead against them. Pissed that away at halftime. Decided to throw the ball when you had the lead in the at the end of the second quarter. Gets the ball back and runs and throws. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, AP hasn't done anything on, but we look at how many times they've rushed with him though. JD. That's my biggest thing. You gotta get an opportunity. And if somebody did that to you, if you have a resume like Adrian Peterson does, and they do something like that to you, well, we're gonna make you inactive. And then karma came bit him in the butt. We still don't have any Darius guys. So, it is what it is. But Jay's out, y'all. Celebrate. Drink. Go down there in the refrigerator. Get you a Bud Light. Get you something. Celebrate right before you go to work. You got a shot, get you a shot of Crown or something. Was that the official alcohol? The official alcohol of the Redskins or something. Get you a Pepsi. That's what they drink. But yeah, tell me what y'all think. I'll be on here probably for another 10 minutes. And you look at this, Jay Gruden started out 14-12, had a signature win, the win that they kept on Colt McCoy. They kept on loving Colt McCoy for that. That's why he's still here, because he beat Dallas on Monday night. They beat Jacksonville that season. Surprised the Eagles on a Saturday night in December. And then I'm trying to think who else did they beat. They beat then they beat Tennessee. They actually beat Tennessee and Dallas in consecutive weeks. And then 2015, that's when they thought everything's going to fall out. Yeah. The offensive line has been atrocious, so that makes me question why Bill Callahan would be the head coach. He was a great head coach at Nebraska and Oakland. Got to the Super Bowl with Oakland, with John Gruden's team, which them boys are looking pretty good right now. They beat the Bears, but they had Chase Daniel. But yeah, 2015, Gruden came out 9-7. Got beat up by the Packers in that game. That's when you had Jordan Reed had that breakout season, which got him paid. Kirk Cousins had a breakout season, which did not get him paid until he went to Minnesota. And then the opportunity that really kept Jay Gruden here was that back-to-back winning seasons, went 9-7 the previous year, 8-7-1. Had a chance to go back to the playoffs, lost that last game of the season against New York, and we know the rest is history. And then last 2017, 7-9. And then 2018, you lost a quarterback. The Redskins are like 1-12 since they lost Alex Smith. So the writing was pretty much on the wall there. Yeah, I think Haskins should start today. Absolutely, JD. I think that you have nothing to lose. What is there to lose? Send him out there against Miami. he's going to get valuable experience. Miami's coming off a bye week, so we'll see what kind of adjustments that Flores makes. But you got to send him out there. I think we start asking. Yeah, I agree with you, Foreskins. Against the Patriots. I'm kind of conflicted on that one. No, because people want to protect him, but I say yes because he's going to play those type of teams anyway. So why not? So I guess pretty much why not start him? I don't think he could have done any worse than Colt McCoy had done. What's up, Big O? So yeah, so Jay is gone. I knew I had a feeling. I wonder if he starts. No. Yeah, Kevin O'Connell. He'll probably be in line. Let's actually take a look and see if there's any announcements on that. I've been on Twitter. I actually saw a tweet last night. They were talking. Somebody said they had talked to Jay Gruden's son, and this was tweeted at like 5:15 yesterday that he was out. So he probably knew beforehand. But the Redskins, as tactful as they are, they get their ducks in a row there. And JP Finley is thinking that it will be Bill Callahan, and then Kevin O'Connell will get the full play calling duty, so he'll know soon on that. I don't think they're gonna put Minuski. You'll be fine, JD. Yeah, Chris Thompson. They actually caught me in the fields with Chris Thompson being a little upset because you got to think it's a human aspect to this too. We as fans, we see it as they suck, and they do. They sucked it up this year. We sucked it up as a team, and that's what happens. Any of us go to a job and we don't perform, and they give us 4 years to do it and make it right. After a while, just they said we got to move on, and that's what they do. Mike Jones is on it now. They're trying to find out who leaked the videos. Yeah. Rob Ryan. Well, Rob Ryan, he hadn't done anything as a coordinator. Last time, 2 times he got fired before this last time in Buffalo. The Redskins got him fired. That 2012 Thanksgiving game, and then was it 2015 after they ran up the score on the Saints? Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised. The Raiders, they're on a bye week, so maybe they may pull something like Cincinnati did with old boy from Cleveland, and just bring Jay Gruden in as an associate or whatever. Yeah. 35-48-1. That was his record as a head coach with the Redskins. 6 seasons, almost 6 seasons now, and 0-1 in the playoffs. And he said he was going to come in if his key worked. Apparently, the key ain't work, boys and girls. Yeah, and on the defensive side of it, he's never had a defensive coordinator. Jim Haslett was awful. Joe Barry, we know what he was. He was god awful. And Greg Minuski, he's even worse. None of these guys have really had the wherewithal to Barry had that defense in 15. They were getting turnovers at least, but they were giving up a lot of yardage. The Redskins, since they've even been to this 34 defense, I don't think there's been an average like less than 15 in top defense. Definitely not in the top 10. So that's something you're going to think about as a head coach, or are you going to bring in? Dan Snyder's never brought in a defensive minded head coach outside of Marty Schottenheimer. So we'll see. I mean, it's a lot. We're in the unknowns, but y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing changes. Nothing changes for this team. Bruce Allen is still the team president, so. And everything bleeds over onto the field with that. So, Jay's gone. That's one of the dominoes that need to fill. I like that one. Gentlemen, we live in a world where Jay Gruden is unemployed and Joe Barry still has a job. Oh, gosh. Well, I tell you one thing. Jay Gruden was going to have a very similar, if they had let him finish out the season, probably would have had a very similar resume to Joe Barry and Rob Marinelli being 0-16. I still don't see a path to victory for the Skins so far this year. The Bills are looking good. Miami's coming off a bye week. The Jets probably have Sam Darnold off his mono before then. So those are a couple of wins that at the beginning of the season, you thought you might have had. Maybe you can beat the Giants at home, salvage that. Maybe Kirk family member when they go up there. Maybe if the defense can bring some pressure finally and get to the quarterback, we'll see. That's true. Smoking that good. That's what got them, y'all. Smoking that good. Really. Now they're gonna try to find out who put them videos out there. But yeah, I'm still here on Twitter trying to see what's going on. But it's like I said on Friday, y'all. The Redskins saw a good team coming in there. I said, if I was Dan Snyder, I would have been up in Kraft's locker. I would have been up in the owner's suite trying to suck in all of that knowledge. See, why are you successful? Well, I leave my coaches alone for the most part. Yeah, I think we might see one on Tuesday, to be honest with you. And Mark Slayer said, Trey Wingo asked, the firing of Jay Gruden means what to you? Mark Slayer said, Snyder couldn't fire himself. That's true. That's true. And I mean, you look at this, the phrasing that Peterson used. He said they didn't do much. They didn't do anything exotic to stop us. Pretty much it got in their own way. So, I mean, in this day and age, it's embarrassing. This whole season's been embarrassing ever since this quarterback debacle happened when they brought in Josh Johnson. Oh yeah, Kevin Sheehan. Man, Kevin Sheehan was lit the other day. He was lit. I know he was mad. I agree with him wholeheartedly. It going back to, like I said, the Dwayne Haskins thing. If he ain't ready, it's your job to make him ready. But Jay, homeboy been looking to get fired for like the last probably year and a half now. There was a report back in 2014 that Snyder got mad at his agent and said, your client's stealing money from him after he's 4-12. So I don't think they've really been on good terms that often. But we'll see what the firing will do for the team. See if Jay Gruden maybe see who maybe released that video. They're gonna say the Redskins did it. If they did, karma's a bitch. We know that, y'all. But yeah, Jay Gruden's gone as the head coach of the Washington Redskins. Y'all, good morning. It's a new day in Washington. It's a new old day in Washington because nothing has really changed as long as Bruce Allen is still running that team and placating to Dan Snyder and just not telling them what's up, not telling them the truth. Hey, man. But it's time to move on. It's on to Miami. Sit there, Jay Gruden. Thank you for whatever you've done for the Redskins. Longest tenured head coach in the Dan Snyder era. Now, Dan Snyder has went on from Norv Turner, Marty Schottenheimer, Steve Spurrier, Joe Gibbs, Jim Zorn, Mike Shanahan. Now he's on the lucky number 7. He will go on to lucky number 7. If you want to add in Terry Robisky there, he'd already be at lucky number 7, but he had 8. He's going on his 8th head coach or with the interim tag, y'all. Yeah, you know what? That's probably the big. I think that's a great assessment, also. That one word, stubborn. Yeah, I really do. I think that just sums up the essence of this whole Jay Gruden time in Washington. He's stubborn. He didn't want to get out of his own way. He wanted to do stuff his way. Did they give him much of an opportunity? Probably not. They did give him now him and Scott McCloughan. They can go and maybe they can talk and laugh about this. But yeah, I think stubborn is the key word for what Jay Gruden was. And then, I think another word is complacent. It just seemed like anytime he talked, it never seemed like this team wanted to get better. They were just okay. You saw that in the performance of Kirk Cousins. You saw this in the performance of the defense. They were never really wanting to do anything to get better. And I'm not saying in talent. I'm talking about in mindset. That's exactly what I just felt like. I'm not going to question the man's commitment to a team or anything like that, but they just seemed like they were like, okay, especially this season, they were okay with getting beat. I know that's not the case because nobody likes to lose. I think that's a corny. That's so corny. Why would somebody want to lose? But when it gets you out of Washington, do you think Trent? I think that's very interesting. I do. I think that's very interesting. Does Trent Williams come back? I mean, honestly, y'all, I know why Trent Williams didn't want to come back. Now, after Friday, I knew why he didn't want to come back. It wasn't because of the team. It wasn't because of the team doctors. He just didn't want to share his weed with Jay Gruden. That's all it was. That's all it was. He didn't want to. He's like, I'm done. He probably like, this brother don't pay me back. So they were on that good. And now him and Jay, maybe him and Jay might be on Instagram this week, blazing it up, toking it up. Who knows? Yeah. No, but I agree with you. I agree with you, Big. Also, yeah, I think Bruce Allen is key there. That clearly that's a joke. But no, we'll see. Bruce has got to go next, whether Dan does it or not. Who knows? And you know what's interesting? You know who we haven't heard from this season? Who, unless it's like a big fire scene, we haven't heard from Doug Williams. I unless I've missed it, I haven't heard anything from Doug Williams over these first 5 games of the season. He's really big instrumental in Alex Smith coming or finding out that Alex Smith came. Where is Doug? What is Doug doing? So, I mean, that's another question to pose. So where the hell is Doug Williams at? Will Dan Snyder face the media? Don't know. We got to go out here. And the next question is, Yeah, well, yeah, we knew Dan's not going nowhere. Next question we got to ask: who wants to come to Washington, or who do they want to come to Washington? I've seen people say Lincoln Riley out there, Oklahoma, but who's going to be? They said there was a rumor that he was there on Monday night against the Bears. I don't know if you're really going to go to coaching, going to that route again of going to college. Maybe that might scare Dan. Are there any assistants out here that we might want to see? I know they talked about maybe Eric Bieniemy, who got pushed around by Travis Kelce last night, and then they hugged and made up. Mike McCarthy, yeah, he's out there too. But does Mike McCarthy want to come to this mess? Now y'all got to realize Mike McCarthy didn't have to deal with like ownership in Green Bay because ownership, they're a publicly traded franchise, so anybody can own shares in them. So he really just had to deal with the GM, and that was it. But he had to deal with Aaron Rodgers. And if Mike McCarthy does come in here, is that the quarterback? Is Dwayne Haskins the quarterback that everybody likes around here? As the fans, is that the quarterback he wants? So we got to realize this. We have to realize this. If he's going to be set up to fail from the jump, that's one thing you got to look at is, does he want Haskins? And you gotta genuinely have somebody who wants him and to make this young man better. It's not gonna be a quick fix. As much as Bruce Allen's come on here and he's thought that that the team's been close to what? I have no idea. I guess he was talking about oblivion, because this is pretty much as close as it's going to get to oblivion. We'll see. Is it a defensive mind that's out there? Will they go the way of Sean McVay and try to find one of these young, hot new coordinators out there? I've joked with people and said before, two things that could come out of this. The Redskins could go and pursue Kellen Moore, or they could go out and pursue Jason Garrett. I don't want neither of them to happen, but Jason Garrett's on his last roll, and how much Dan Snyder respects Jerry Jones. He might be the one doing the weed before the game. Alex. Oh gosh, as much as how far as he's functioning, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, and that'd be scary to think that that Jason Garrett. Just think about that, y'all. We don't know what's going to happen, but as soon as they Bruce Allen should hold, and this is Craig Hoffman saying, Bruce Allen should hold his first press conference today since January 2015. Not doing so would absolutely be unacceptable. I agree with him. Lake Lewis is also saying that he thinks that Bill Callahan would be the most logical choice to replace Jay Gruden as interim head coach. He has that head coach experience. And then also you got Jim Tom Sula. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yep. Chad Ryan, he's saying it would not be acceptable to see. It's not going to be. It's not suffice to see Doug Williams out here. Well, we never know. They may bring out. They may take Doug out of the dungeon today, so we'll probably see something about 9:00. But yeah, I mean, wow, y'all. It's surreal, but it's a step in the right direction. Now, will Dan Snyder do the right thing, and at the end of the season, get rid of somebody who's been worse than Vinny Serrato? Vinny Serrato has more clout to his record. He's actually got a playoff win. So we'll see. This is going to be an interesting week for the boys in Burgundy as they get ready to go to Miami, take on the Dolphins in a place that they've never won before in the history of the franchise. But yeah, as soon as we see something else, I'll get back on here. But I just really want to come to y'all this morning. Woke up, got the notification, had to come on here and get out of bed real quick and just bring it to y'all. So this is my thoughts on it. Share the video, like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate y'all staying in here, hanging in with me this morning. Been answering these questions. I thought Jim, if Jay's goes and he's gone, well, never know. I don't know if Tom Sewell will be gone. We can't win a Super Bowl with Dan still on the team. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Con. That is a fact. Well, until he has a change of mind, but I've said this before, this team has too much freaking talent to be this damn bad. Too much talent. Too much. Too many injuries. You got to blow, and I've said this before, you've got to blow up the whole team. Blow it up. As far as from an organizational standpoint, you're going to have your players there. But like as far as training goes, medical staff, blow the damn thing up. Because apparently none of this shit's working. I still don't know how the Redskins training staff won a Kirk Courage Award or Ed Block Courage Award or whatever they won for the staff of the year. They must be putting together some damn good programming. Yeah, I hope so. I appreciate it, DG. Thank you. But hey, y'all take care. I'll be talking to you real soon. As we say on here, love, peace, and hell. And hey, maybe Amir might have a video too. Love, peace, and hell, y'all. And I'll be talking to you real soon. I'm out.